Hi, how's it going everyone? How are you doing, Holder? Pleased I'm able to make one of your final streams. How are you doing today? I'm doing decently. Real life has been a little bit on the busy, stressful side because of a cute kitty cat. It's an interesting story for sure. I posted on the Discord in general chat about it, but here I am. I still have 2 streams this week before it's all over, so I am not forgot about them, don't you worry. I have started a bit late. These last 2 streams of Twitch this week will probably be a little bit on the shorter side than they normally are. I mean, like an hour shorter if that. You know, we'll still finish at the normal 6 p.m. time, but of course I'm about an hour later than I normally am. Poor thing, first of 4 12-hour shifts for me tomorrow. Oh my goodness, 12 hours. Whoa. You were a trooper, Holder. I hope that goes well and smoothly for you. How's the streaming stuff going? Have you started yet? I know you were getting ready for that and you were looking for some tips. Feel free to ask me anything about it and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. If there's anything in particular on your mind, any streaming questions, I'll be happy to answer. Yeah, done a few, and last 2 I uploaded to YouTube. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to have a nosy at that. I'm too curious. I'll be having a bit of a nosy after, I'm afraid. But were they successful? Are you happy? Hope it all went well, Holder. My main advice would be just be you. Talk about your work, ramble on as much as you want. People who pop in stream usually like to see and hear some interaction. That's kind of how I felt. So I never really shush up. I'm always trying to talk about something and make sure I say hi to everyone who comes in. I'll try my best to anyway. We're all human and we can all miss the odd comment from time to time. I try my best to be interactive. First one I uploaded didn't have any background music, didn't have the audio set up correctly. Sometimes I forgot to speak because I was constant. It can be tough. Takes a bit of practice because multitasking can be quite the challenge, especially if you're doing something that involves thinking. I started off as a video game streamer for 2 years before I jumped into game dev, so I had a bit of practice on that side of things with the streaming side of things first, which I think helped enormously. I don't know if it definitely would have been a bit more daunting doing the game dev without having a bit of practice at streaming for a bit before that. And got my weapon design sorted for all my classes. Awesome. I can't wait to see. My light's doing a bit of flickering for some reason. Let me just see if I can fix it. Maybe it's just a bit loose, the cable. Hopefully it's okay now. Alright everyone, okay, it's still flickering. I'll try my best to ignore it if I can. Strange. One sec. There's always a tech issue, that's another thing with streaming. Something never goes quite right. I think it's okay now. It's okay when I'm standing here, but when I sit down it starts deciding it wants to flicker. Are you okay? Can you be good? Don't think it is. I'm going to ignore it. I don't think I'd have been comfortable with learning on camera. Yeah, I kind of limit, like during my time streaming, I don't really do work at writing and game dev. I don't do the focus stuff on stream because it's just too much. I'd never be able to think and do all that side of things while talking to people in chat. And I'd be neglecting one over the other. So I've tended to stick to things that are interactive and good topics for discussion that are just easier to do on stream. That's kind of why you see a lot of story, character, lore chats with a bit of, pixel art thrown in now and again. It can be quite chilled to do something like that because it's not too thinky. It's not like code where you have to actually think. It's quite relaxing and chill. So art definitely is a good one. I'm going to try and set up the animated batters plugin live for MZ. Oh, good luck. That sounds fun. Are you going to be sticking to Twitch for your streaming? I mean, I'll be trying out YouTube live streaming at some point because that's where I'll be carrying on my live streams in the future. I'm not going to be having them very often, but when I do, it'll be on there. I have no idea what YouTube's going to be like. No idea whatsoever, but it might work out better. It's good to explore and try, I think, different platforms and not put your eggs in one basket. And I've been on Twitch for so long now, and I feel, when you get that feeling of being stagnated and in the same place, and possibly just options are always open, like you'd not be fixed to YouTube if it doesn't work well for you. Exactly, you can just be like, I'm going to try something else again. It's good to experiment. Alright, so everyone, today is going to be an interesting stream because I'm going to set up a Patreon page. Hi poo. So this will be an interesting one because the idea is for Patreon to replace Twitch in regards to my revenue side of things for the game development. So we'll be setting that up, we'll be talking about tiers and things and the rewards and that. My Patreon is probably going to be quite minimal, which I'll talk about more in a sec. I'm not going to go over the top with it or anything like that for reasons, and you'll see soon because we'll be talking about it. It's probably not going to take the whole stream to set this up. I'm planning on just making a quick little, getting Google Doc up, making a note of the ideas I've got for the tiers, and then just signing up and putting them on my profile, and then having the bot link in chat so anyone who wants to have a nosy can have a look in this last week of streams. And then on Thursday's stream, the last stream, that'll be a fun stream, more chill and more chatty, as it'll be our farewell Twitch stream. And I will be giving a reveal to you all. You'll all see something that's pretty cool. I'm not going to give any clues on what that is. It's just something to look at, something pretty that's related to Raindrop Chronicles. That's your clue. And I think you're all going to like it a lot. Hi Matt, how's it going? It's so good to see you. How are things going? How's your weekend, Matt? How's the garden coming along? Alright, so as I says in the Discord, first half of stream we'll set up this new Patreon. Probably might not even take as long as the first half, but we'll see. And in the second half, we'll talk about lore, story stuff, look at the lore Bible, carry on with filling up the content for these Discord channels. I've added a little bit more, another countries in here on the places one, and I've added the history of the world timeline on this one. The read-only channels are going to be like an archive of information. They're going to link to the relevant lore Bible article and just quickly summarise in the most easy to digest form what these things are. But to read more, you actually go on the lore Bible and it'll take you straight to the link. And I intend to do something like that for every single one. And obviously the read-only channel is underneath. I've been experimenting and I'm trying it the way Met said now, and I think it's working okay so far. It's going to be a lot of, this new Discord setup will probably be a bit of a try out different things sort of thing. And I have moved those channels up as well. I had some feedback last stream that the channels might suit being higher, some of these ones, so we're going to see how that goes. Because it's true, we don't want those to be buried and people to forget that they exist either. And I decided to move the polls one into information because I couldn't find a place for that one before. We've also got the roles, folks. If you haven't already picked your roles, because now you can assign yourself your own roles, it's awesome. I don't have to do it for you, you can do it yourself. And obviously there's a couple of roles that are already been assigned, Hall of Famer role and Law Master role. Those are like rewards of people, you know, who got top 20 raindrops on the leaderboard of all time in this channel, and the Law Master was the trivia winner. So it's kind of a show-off thing that those particular roles are, but these are just fun roles, and I recommend you do it because it make your profile look more awesome on the Discord, and you'll also be higher up on the side with all our users, so it'll push you up a little bit. I think everybody's a newbie by default, so that's kind of how I've done it, but if you want to see yourself as a follower or a super fan, you can be whatever you want. Some people are more involved than others and they might be super fans. Some people are maybe more just casual followers. Whatever one is fine by me. You can also pick your favourite current Raindrop Chronicles character. More will be added to this in the future. The good thing about embeds, well, webhooks, should I say that's the proper name for them? Because that's what I'm using here. The good thing about webhooks is they're editable. And so I can actually change what's in here and add more reactions as well. Okay, and this one as well, you can assign yourself what sort of area of development you're more interested in and what's your cup of tea more out of all those things. I'll zoom in so you can actually see them better. So yeah, don't forget to, oh yes, and Muffin Mancer suggested some more holiday festival ideas. Feel free to heart the ones you like most on the polls and go up if you didn't see the others and heart them too. They're going to stay there for a while. I don't see any point in deleting them while people can just keep giving a vote. So maybe we'll just, like, whenever we add a new poll, we'll just add on to what's already here. We'll see how it goes. I mean, at some point in the far future, it'll probably get deleted, but might as well keep it up for now, I'd say, while we're still sort of figuring out what our holidays should be. And I will talk about some of these things in the second half of the stream. I just wanted to give everyone a bit of an update on our new Discord blow up. Hi Luna, how you doing? It's good to see you. I hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday. What do I think? It's Monday. Probably because it's my first stream of the week. It's going pretty well. We're getting a lot of squash now. Sounds awesome. Gardens are fun sometimes. We have a pretty badass garden in this new house. There's a massive woodland at the back of the garden and it's actually quite creepy. Sometimes there's been all sorts of animals in there, including a cat, which we're trying to save at the moment and feed. Okay, and so anyone who's coming in, anyone who's lurking, there is it on the stream title. If anyone has noticed, we do have this as a command. Some of you might not know yet that I am actually retiring from Twitch, the platform, and this is the final week of streams. Obviously, that's not really a big deal because everything else is carrying on as normal. I'll be just moving to other platforms for the Raindrop Chronicles content. Of course, it's probably sad for those that actively enjoy my live streams and that, but feel free to watch the video for anyone who hasn't seen it yet, and you will see exactly why I've come to that decision. But everything, it'll tell you about where I'm going to be and how you can keep up with the game development. It all says clearly on that video where you need to follow me. So feel free to have a click, folks. And I've got a flickering light. If I keep looking up there, it's because the light's flickering and it's distracting me. I think I already followed your YouTube channel unless it's a different one. Yes. Well, I originally had the idea to have a brand new YouTube channel at first, but then I decided I'm actually going to stick with the current one because I don't want to go back down to 0 subs. I've nearly got 400 subs now, so I'm so close, everybody. Please subscribe to me on YouTube if you haven't already, because it'd be really badass to hit 400. I'd love to hit 1k before the end of the year, but that might be a bit optimistic. But now I'll be doing monthly short edited dev blogs. I'm hoping there will be a bit more visibility on YouTube, but we don't know until we try it. We'll see. And yeah, so other than YouTube and the monthly vlogs that will be being uploaded, I will still be doing live streams on YouTube, but only once in a while. It may be a seasonal thing. Once every season it will be like a 3-hour YouTube live streams where we get together and have community discussions and Q&A and talk about next steps and anything that is important to discuss that needs to be talked about. So that will be pretty cool to still carry on with that. I'm not ridding it, I can't speak, from my life completely forever, which I like, because I think I'd be too sad if I was never going to do it again. So it's still going to be happening, just way less often, so that I can focus on game dev and put my energy fully into that with no distractions. And of course, recording YouTube videos and editing them can be quite time consuming as well, sometimes just as time consuming as streaming, but because I'm only releasing one a month, it's not too bad. The other step is, other than YouTube and the Twitter and Discord again, if you're not in there, definitely recommend you folks to join, because this is where we will be collaborating from now on. It's going to be free. Anybody can get involved in the collaboration and have their little say about thoughts, directions for the games, world building, story and lore. All that is still everybody just mucks in and says what they think, sort of thing. And I've always felt that's been the best way to deal with the collaboration side of Raindrop Chronicles, keeping this something where someone doesn't have to subscribe or be a Patreon for, because the main reason being, somebody who is financially supporting something isn't always the bestest writer or the bestest world builder in the world. Like, you could have someone who, I don't know, donates £100 to you, and then you kind of feel you owe them because they donate that much, and then they have to decide the whole story, and that would never happen with this project, because I want the control. Ultimately, I still always have the control, even with the collaboration side of things, because I sort of pick the most things I think work best, and I curate all the polls that get put up, really. So I think that works great. And so many of you have had so many cool ideas over the months, the 2 years we've been doing this. Even people that have just popped into stream once or a few times and never like subscribed have had really cool ideas. So it would be a shame to sort of miss out on that potential and those sort of community thoughts. So the Patreon that we're about to make, it's not going to affect anything on the Discord. That's going to remain an open, get involved for nothing discussion, and anybody can join that. So I'm going to get a Google Doc up so we can write some notes on the things that actually will be part of the Patreon tiers, and then we will actually make the Patreon. Oh yeah, the upload process is crazy long on YouTube. Yeah, it's all very tight. I find it time consuming uploading my VODs. I mean, to even just 2 live streams a week takes a big chunk out of my routine, my schedule, because you know, it's making sure you just upload. It's surprisingly, you wouldn't think it, but it is surprisingly time consuming to highlight the video, download it, write a description for it, and think of a good title, add the tags, do a thumbnail, and all that kind of thing. So removing that will free up quite a bit of time too. And I've always wanted to upload my VODs. I've never like given up and thought, oh, it's too much, I'm gonna just not bother. Because I really like having that archive of what we've done and how far it's all come. So that's not going anywhere. That archive of VODs are here. It's all there to stay, and it's lovely to look back on as well. I think I'd have been gutted if some of those were not there and they were missing. I've been very like strict with making sure there's never a missed one in that little collection of VODs. Alright, so this was the Discord channels and Discord roles from last week that we did. So what I'm going to do is literally just copy this so we can get a new page and title in the same font. Page break. Alright, so Patreon. I'll zoom in so we can actually see this. Alright, so I mentioned a little tiny bit about this earlier. There's not going to be a ton of tiers here. This Patreon's going to be quite minimal compared to some, you might say. There's a couple of reasons for that. One, I don't want this to become something that, you know, I end up getting, that ends up stealing my time just like Twitch did, and instead of focusing on the game development, I'm like looking up what to do, what's the next thing on Patreon, and it ends up sucking my time. And I think the risk of making too many tiers and too many rewards is that you can end up in that situation that instead of focusing on the game development, I'm thinking about what to put on Patreon or doing Patreon stuff every week, which wouldn't be good, because then, yes, it takes away the time. So I won't be promising the earth or just adding too much and then realising it's just all too much. It's going to be quite simple, but still cool. So, I'm not going to go crazy with the tiers either, because I'm not really a fan of hierarchies. I'm not really into all that thing, and I don't want anyone in the community to sort of like to have this weird hierarchy. I don't know, it feels strange. So it's going to be quite simple in regards to there'll be one main tier, but there will be 2 other tiers too. But you'll say what I'm thinking. So There's gonna be these. I think these are the prices we'll go with. There's gonna be 3 tiers, so I'm gonna put tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. So the second tier is gonna be the sort of replacement of the Twitch sub, the £5 a month one. And the other 2 are going to be like for people who probably still want to support the game development and me, but don't really have the funding to be spending £5 a month on, because it can be a bit of a stretch sometimes. So this would be the smaller one for those that still want to do, like, give a bit but not loads. And the tier 3 one is going to be for anybody that really wants to give me that bit extra, similar to kind of how a tier 2 or tier 3 sub works on Twitch, I guess. Okay, so that's how it's going to work. And we're going to use I think for the icons, we'll use the Carol emoji, the Meryl emoji, and the Woody emoji for each. I think that would sort of fit, because that'll stay on brand then. And that's easy enough to do because those graphics are already done. So I'm going to just bold these. So this one, these ones is like for those that, as I said a little bit ago, want to help, and it's more like a small tip, like the, you know, bits and things. And it helps, it's true, every tiny bit helps, because it does, especially for me. And the sort of reward for this one, if I get a bullet point, you will have a Patreon role in Discord. And we'll title this one, I'm going to keep the titles quite simple as well, Official Patreon. So that will be added to this one. Now, this one, again, this one is sort of like the Twitch sub version of Patreon. It's better though, because the creators actually get the bulk of the revenue. Twitch take 50-50, folks. Patreon take far less. Less than 10%, I believe. So it's much better. I was originally going to have this tier 1 at £1 a month, by the way. But then I researched that because Patreon take a cut or something, and there's a small tax on it, that the creator doesn't end up getting anything, or like very little if it's just £1. So I've rounded it up to £2 a month. So this one is a tier for those who want more involvement and love seeing the game slowly taking, oh gosh, capitals shape right before their eyes. So, this one, the title for this one is an all access Patreon, which means you will you will get this exclusive early access of sneak peeks before they're posted on the socials or talked about in the monthly Discord video. So you will get access to the Patreon only feed and see and have exclusive early access to behind the scenes sneak peeks of the game development. So Patreon has this thing where there's like blogs, and usually they're unlocked for anyone that isn't a patron. So that's kind of what that bit is. And I'll probably be posting, not like too often. I might do, rather than short little regular posts on these, I might do bigger, but less often, at least once a month though. And they will be posted before the video goes live on YouTube, that monthly video. But when that monthly video does go live, it will probably talk about a lot of the stuff that's in these blog posts. But the posts themselves will probably, have a closer sort of detail than the YouTube video would. The YouTube video will probably just get flashes of it, and the social medias eventually they'll be posted on Twitter and Instagram, and on Discord too. So it's more like an early access thing. You will say unlock instead of get access because we've already got the word access here. And the next one will be you will have access to all playable builds as they are released, with the option to become a tester. And have your feedback shape the game. So we don't have any playable builds out yet. I mean, oh my goodness, I naively thought that I would get one out before the summer this year. The house move stopped that from happening, and it's been so much busier and much more going on than I ever expected. So it can be a bit optimistic when predicting these deadlines sometimes. But obviously once the builds finally do come out, this will be where they're available, and people can test as well. And I'll probably write a form where you can fill in things. So this one will only be there, that will only when the builds get released. So there won't be any there at the moment because we don't have any playable builds, but eventually there will be. And the last one, you will see your name in the credits at the end of my YouTube dev diaries each month. So that's something to like. It's a special thanks to the Patreons thing, and it will be at the end of the YouTube video, and it will have your name. A lot of YouTubers kind of do that thing, and I think it's a really cool idea to just sort of thank those that are helping the project carry on. That will be that one. Now, this tier 3 one, is going to be quite minimal. There's not going to be really, there's going to be one small extra award, but it's not going to be over the top or anything. It's simply there in case there is someone out there that just really wants to give that bit more. But really, this middle tier is like the one where you get everything. So this one, let's get the description up. The tier for those who there. Okay, as for what the little extra something is, oh yeah, we've also got to say all includes all previous tier rewards on that one, because it'll include the you have a Patreon role in the Discord, of course, same as the tier 1 ones. You will have my endless gratitude, and here a shout out by me at the end of my YouTube dev each month. So that's going to be me just thanking out loud at the end of the video before the name credits come up. So it's a bit of a shout out just for anyone that does give that bit of extra support. And of course that will include all previous tier awards as well. These ones and this one here. So yeah, these rewards, it's quite minimal. I know a lot of patrons go a lot more over the top with this and have way more. I wanted to purposely not go too crazy because I don't want to distract from the game dev, but there's still definitely going to be stuff here that's you know, you'll be seeing things like these that are exclusive to the Patreon that are not going to be anywhere else. And although eventually they'll be put on Twitter and other platforms over time, these blog posts themselves will be exclusive, and they're probably going to be a little bit more in depth and detailed than a tweet can be, because there's only so much you can do and add to a tweet. Sorry for being quiet playing Animal Crossing. Oh, no worries, Luna. I hope you're having fun there. It's been a while since I've played that game. So, it's been a while. I had fun when I did play it, though. Alright, so that's done. I think that's fine. We can actually make the Patreon now. Hypo. I wanted to do it early. I did think about doing it at the end once the streams are all finished. But I figured that, no, I'm going to do it now so that everyone, if anyone wants to be one, they can be one now before the streams end. The sooner the better. So create a Patreon, what happens now? And I haven't had any time to sign up yet because I've been so busy this weekend. Right, so I'm gonna just do this on another monitor because I've got to sign up and put my password in and stuff, so yeah, I still play every day, but I don't do much, just some daily things like shopping and the miles and the goals. Yeah, it's such a cute game. I had an obsession with, what was his name? Roald, the penguin? Is that his name? Absolutely love that penguin, but there's so many cute ones. There's so many cute villagers. See if this works. Oh, I've already got an account with Patreon. That's correct, I actually do. So I've got to log in instead. Hi Sunmate, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. How are things going? You love Clay the hamster? I can't remember who that one was, how dare I? If I saw a picture I might. So many of them that I forget. Right, so I need to verify that I'm me on Patreon. Yes, I am here. So, now the question is, how do I make my own? Create on Patreon. This is it. Become a creator. I'm a Patreon noob. I think I can show this bit to you folks now. I've got this up. I've already signed up. Thanks, I'm good. How are you? I'm doing all right. Getting ready for the next step of my game development project now, because I'm changing platforms. Twitch will be goodbye forever after this week. New times, new chapter. So leaving Twitch for anyone popping in case you don't know. And this is a reason why I'm leaving, because there's freaking bots all over the place. Honestly, Twitch is terrible now. I mean, maybe it isn't for every creator, and I'm really happy for anyone that it's working out for, but for me, it's terrible. There's more bots than real new people. Okay. So, podcast, no. Illustration, animation, no. Games and software, is that it? I guess it is that. Well, if Naked Battles, no, it's not. Pick your currency, British pounds. Do you want to offer exclusive merch? Design your patron only merch and assign it to a tier Patreon. Will handle the global shipping and support. I don't know much about that. I'm going to say no for now. I already have an official Raindrop Chronicles merch store anyway. Stripped wood, I know. They'll contact me. They'll be like, you said you weren't 18 plus, but what's this barrel with a bra? Do you want to reserve a custom URL for a Patreon page? Connect at least one social media account where we can verify your identity. Create a set your custom URL before you launch. I don't know, Facebook, Insta, not Twitter, I guess, or YouTube. We'll do Twitter. I'll hide this in case something appears that shouldn't be there. Ooh, okay, you're almost ready to launch. Furthermore, what are the rest of these barrels doing without bras? Yeah, Meryl's at least got clothes on. The others are just stark naked. And they'll be like, how dare you? How dare you lie and say this is not 18 plus? Now you can customise your page, tiers and more. Your fans are going to love this. Start customising. Cool. Alright, so it will be called Raindrop RPG because I'm sort of branding myself from now on after the game. I mean, I'm trying to think, should I just call it Raindrop Chronicles or Raindrop RPG? Because all the handles are called Raindrop RPG. So I want consistency ultimately. I want to see how a few others do it. Give me a sec. It's best to do a bit of research too. I mean, we could always do it because this is how Dwarf Fortress do it, for example. They have their studio name or creator name, and they say, is creating Dwarf Fortress and other videos. So we could have it as Rose Rainblood is created Raindrop Chronicles. I guess that could be a way. Let me check someone else. Yeah, another one is the game Ooblets. Again, Rebecca Cordinley is creating Ooblets again about creatures environment. Yeah, that's probably a good way to brand Patreons actually. The creator, and then say what you're doing in that one. That makes more sense. So, yeah, it's going to be Rose Rainblood. And it's going to say the game here. It's creating Raindrop Chronicles. And that depends. Do you want to branch out into making a tie-in comic book? Well, it's only going to be a game right now. I mean, who knows what the future holds over the years. Anything's possible with this franchise. But, yeah, I mean, do Patreon allow you to change if you want to rebrand? I'm going to Google. It's probably cool to start off as this, but it's nice to know the options there to rebrand if you have a change of heart as well. Can you change the name of your Patreon page just for pure curiosity? Hi, come, did I say hi to you? I can't remember if I did or not. What I did with my battlers, so it'll work. That'll depend. You want, yeah. Oh, have you got a Patreon holder? I want to look. So let's just, for our curiosity, let's see. Changing your on access affect your existing patrons' messages or redirect your order. Cool. So if that's the case, you can. No, not with Pedro, just in general, people have asked me to, but I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe you should hold her if you want to. You might find you'll get a bit of support. It's took me ages. I was meant to have done this a while ago, but the reason why I didn't was because I had Twitter as my sort of form of revenue, so I really didn't think it was necessary. Well, I had the subscribe, but thinking about it, like, Twitch is terrible. It's probably not as bad for partners or bigger streamers because they take less of a cut. But for affiliates, it's a 50-50 cut. So Raindrop, yeah, it's creating Raindrop Chronicles, and I mean, I love how Rebecca has done it here. She's put a game about creatures and farming. It gives a bit of a description of the game. A game about barrels now. It needs to sound more better and more professional. Imagine if we just did it. It'd be very, very silly, very trolley. It'd end up a meme. I mean, we've got our Law Bible article to help it. Well, our Law Bible summary here to help. It takes place in a world where Raindrop's great worth. Objects and strangers start coming to life. Sentient objects, yeah. A game, yeah. I mean, we could do that. We could just keep it like that. I'm being indecisive now, but I do like that, you know, when you say the genre or an RPG or an RPG. Oh, what do we say on our Twitter in the bio? An episodic 2D RPG. A lore-rich episodic 2D RPG. How about that? Do you reckon? That's kind of what the Twitter describes it as. And I think it's probably good to go with that as a description. Although right now I'm cutting down unwanted trees and fixing up my flower gardens. Awesome. Hi Yorkshire, an RPG of fantasy, magic and mystery. That's an interesting one as well. What do you reckon, folks? Do you think the one we got, a lore-rich episodic 2D RPG or an RPG of fantasy, magic and mystery? I like that too because it sounds intriguing. I'm torn now. I'm going to ask you guys and I'll go with the majority. How was your weekend, Yorkshire? I do like how it spells out that it's episodic and 2D, because sometimes people like to know what it is visually. I like what you have. Hi Squeakers, how you doing? Very well, thanks for asking. How are yours? Not too bad, apart from trying to get a cat sent to the vets, which has been very, very very hard. It's been decent. And yeah, we'll keep the lore-rich episode 2 RPG then. I was almost very tempted to go for Yorkshire's because it sounded cool. But yes, probably be mentioning the fact that it's episodic and 2D and probably like quite key. Okay, so it's great. Okay, cool. So profile photo. Everyone else has the creator profile photo, right? I mean, I don't have to have a picture yet, do I? Because I'm going to be indecisive about this, whether to use me as a picture, or not me, my avatar, the one I have on the YouTube, that one, or something to do with the game, like a Carol sprite or something else that's to do with the game. I'm going to be indecisive, so I'll leave that for now and upload later. Cover photo will be uploaded on Thursday, because I'll have one then. Hint about what the reveal is on Thursday. Yes, folks, just as a reminder, Thursday is the last stream, and I'll be revealing something pretty cool. A cover photo, a banner, something to do with Raindrop Chronicles that's pretty and visual to look at. Now we got to pick the URL, and I'm like, oh, should we go for Raindrop RPG or should we go for me? Because I know I'm going to be changing the name of the YouTube to Raindrop RPG, so I feel like we should go for Raindrop RPG. I mean, Ooblets has non-player cat, and that's nothing to do with Rebecca Courtenay or Ooblets, so yeah, it's totally fine to have a URL that's not your name. And I'm thinking I do want to be consistent with my URLs, especially if I'm going to be having Raindrop RPG for the Twitter, the Instagram, the YouTube when I edit the branding on there, and obviously the Patreon. So yeah, okay, so this is where we fill in info and an intro video. Don't worry, this is optional, it's okay to launch without a video. I do want to get a video up eventually for sure, and obviously I want to fill this in too. But for now, I just want to get the page up and running. Oh, we have to fill in an about section, cool. And we have to put in a profile and a coverage, cool. All right, so the ones that I put up for now will obviously just be placeholders, because we're going to get a new cover photo on Thursday. So they'll just be placeholders for now, but we're forced to upload, so I'm good, just waiting for work to end. Oh no, I hope it finishes soon. When does it end? 10 minutes? Oh no, poor kitty. No, we really love the kitty with all our heart, and we want to help him. I moved house earlier this spring, as you know, folks, and this cat was already living in our garden when we got here. Obviously a stray. Just looking at him, it's obvious he's a stray because his fur coat's matted. He's a long-haired cat, so that doesn't help. We're feeding him, and he always comes for food all the time now, and he needs medical attention, so we're trying to get him sent to the vets to make sure he's okay and stuff. So that's definitely been quite time consuming trying to, because it's not an easy cat to catch. Really clever. Pokemon, gotta catch them all, right? That's what it reminds me of trying to get this cat. "10 minutes, but I have a PDF generation function to finish before I can download tools." 10 minutes isn't long at all then. It'll be over with soon. You'll be home. And for anyone who's coming in, I just want to make sure that everybody does know of the fact that this week is the last week of streams. There's a YouTube video right there. Click on it, watch it. You'll find out exactly what's happening as Twitch comes to an end and what the next steps for the new content is, what platforms Raindrop Chronicles will be on and all that. YouTube is the place to be, that particular YouTube, and the Discord is also the place to be too. So the links are all in the description. Gotta catch them all. Last week I saw a dog that I think someone dumped off. It's terrible. How can people even have the heart to do that to animals? I just don't understand. I'd feel guilty after 1 second of leaving it behind. And I'd be like, I can't go back. I'd be crying. How do people do it? Evil. That's what I think. We have no clue about this cat's backstory. He could have had an owner who passed away. He could have had an owner who moved. He could have been abandoned. He could have grown up on the streets. We just absolutely have no idea. Poor thing. I'll be sharing some pictures of him at some point in the pets channel in our Discord though, so and if you guys have got any cute pets as well, make sure to share, because I love to see any cute animals. Pets are a family member. Our dog turned 14 years on Sunday. Oh my goodness, he's had a good life, hasn't he? That's awesome. My cat managed to live till she was 19. So she honestly, it's so awesome to have an older animal, because you know that you've looked after them right and treated them good. But yes, the pets channel's here, folks, and everyone posts their pets on this channel. So have a look through it if you want to have a see. Alright, to carry on with this then, I'm gonna just put a picture of Carol the Barrel for now. Just the same sprite on the Twitter. Eventually, the banner art and the avatar is going to be better, and Thursday will be the first step for that, because there's going to be some new cover art for Raindrop Chronicles that is going to go on Patreon banner page, the YouTube banner, the Twitter banner for Raindrop RPG. And it will also be used on the Steam page too, so I look forward to showing off that for you guys. You're going to be in for a shock, so make sure you're here if you want to see it first. Okay, trying to find this avatar. So many folders, I can never find anything. Here we go, finally after 100 years I finally find the folder. Hi Carol. Cover photo, what am I going to put as that? For now, I mean, we're having a new one on Thursday, as I said, but the question is what's going to go on now? We have to put something there. I'm going to just put blank. I'm just going to have a blank white thing as the cover photo, because I want the one on Thursday to shine when it finally gets put up. So it's got to be 1600 pixels by 400. 400 is the amount of subs I'm going to have in YouTube soon. If you guys sub to me on that, I'm 7 away, I think. So I'd super appreciate it if you give that YouTube button a click if you haven't already. Especially now I'm leaving Twitch. YouTube's a bit of primary platform for me in regards to my visibility, I'm hoping. I mean, it's never a cert to YouTube because it can be quite tough on there. But we'll see. If things go a bit slower than I hope, I'll just be extending myself onto using Twitter and Instagram more often. And doing all sorts of things, emailing and pestering game journalists if I have to. Because I'll be desperate. But in all honesty, if we don't get much more visibility for the game between now and the first demo release, that won't be the end of the world. I'm quite happy the way we are until the demo comes out. But by the time the first playable demo build comes out, I think it'd be cool then for people to start noticing. Patreon banner. Just call it that for now. Hi Rex, oh my goodness, I've only just seen you pop in because I've had paint up trying to do this banner. This plain white banner. How are you? Are you off work today? No, you were off yesterday, weren't you? Because of July the 4th. Good job, yay. Maybe you don't remember me under this name. I used to be Kane. I remember Luna. I would never forget Luna. And how you loved The Sims. I was off yesterday. Did you have a good day off? Okay, so that's up. Create your headline required now. How do we add a headline? I've already added it. Why is it saying create your headline when I've already put it in? Yeah, for anyone coming in, folks, I am setting up the Patreon page. That's what we're in the middle of doing now. I was researching how other creators sort of set up their Patreon, and I figured out that people use their dev name, and then they put the game name in this little subtitle here and a little description of it. So that's what we're doing, but the art that's going to be on here is going to be like all Raindrop Chronicles. I don't want to use my face in the avatar, for example, or the cover photo. I want it to be show off the game. So it's going to just be a blank cover photo for now until we get the cover art, which will be Thursday. So that's going to be hype. Create about section, finish account details. So about, I'm going to say, coming soon. So lazy. Coming soon. I've got to put something in because it won't let me finish the page, but obviously because if I did it now, I'd be here till tonight and the stream would be finished before I've even finished setting up the tiers and that. So that's going to be something I've set myself to do this week. Don't worry, this is optional. Yeah, we won't do the video just yet. Save changes. Has that worked? At least 100 characters are required. Okay, we'll flesh it out a little bit more. Yeah, but I thought maybe Rex didn't. Rex doesn't have Rex is a little bit more forgetful than I am, just a bit. But he means well. But he remembers you. That's definitely a good thing. Being good, how about you? Okay, so 100 characters isn't much, that's less than a tweet. So, about more information coming soon. Keep an eye out. Or say later this week. Keep an eye out. That should be 100 characters, right? Let's see. No. There will be more information on this on the Raindrop. On this Patreon. About this Patreon. Later this week. That's gotta be 100 characters, right? No? Keep an eye out. Please keep an eye out. Now that's gotta extend it to 100 characters. No? Guys, what am I gonna do? I can't be here all stream writing a massive paragraph. We've got loads of other Patreon stuff to do. This is the first thing potential patrons will see when they land on your page, so make sure you paint a compelling picture of how they can join on this journey. Trust me, it's going to be awesome when it is done. Just don't have the time to do it now. So, how many characters is this? I'm going to have to get a character count now. Because I thought that would be 100, but it seems it isn't. Oh, it's 90. Happy to see you. Yeah, that's good. Hi there. Happy to see you here. You're good, Kung. I was like, my mind was doing a blank. I'm gonna get rid of the please because it sounds very beggy and I don't like that. So, keep an eye. Perfect. That's perfect. Alright folks, so finish account details add now. What's that? I'm going to just bring this to my other window because there might be passwords after. Oh, Jesus Christ. Didn't realise Patreon would ask me this. Okay. Custom colour brand. Alright, that's fine. What they've asked me is very personal and private, but it says they won't put it on the public page, so that's fine. Now, custom brand colour. I have to have this in another window though, obviously. And for the custom brand colour, we'll use, hang on, I'm actually being indecisive now. Maybe the colour of, let me just print screen that. I might change this, you know me, I'll get indecisive and be like, actually I'll have it be the green instead of blue, but I'm going with the blue with raindrops for now. Roots and rumours, branding's probably green, of course, because foresty, all those foresty vibes. But Raindrop Chronicles series itself, I'd say probably the blue is the brand colour. I've colour picked the blue in the logo of Raindrops. We'll see how that goes. I've got to find the hex for it though. Hey, I didn't ask for yellow. It's coming up with the wrong hex. Paint is silly like that. It doesn't tell you what the hex is. Jesus, I should have just opened Photoshop. That would have told me. Here we go. I think we've finally found a website that's going to convert this for us. Boyfriend. Convert. Cool. So this is it. Okay, so I'm not showing this on screen obviously in case the stuff I don't want you to see appears, but earnings visibility public. Anyone who visits your page will see how much you earn per month. Anyone who visits your page will see how many patrons you have who may commend this, so fans know others are supporting you. I'm gonna put them on private for now, to be honest folks, but I will put them on public once it's been out and launched for a short time, because I don't think any creator wants to have zero Patreon showing, do they? Let's admit it. So I'm not going to put it on public quite yet. So well done. Hi Sangy, how you doing? And thank you Rex, and I hope the BRB is alright, Luna. I'm going to connect all the social medias after. Does your work contain adult themes such as nudity or danger? Just naked barrels right now. There might be naked pics or booties at some point now. Say no to that. Yeah, I have, because clearly this is family friendly. Well, it is to a degree, like, you know, the game itself has adult themes, but it's not that sort of Patreon, quite obviously, unless you've got a barrel fetish. Alright, so save changes. I'm trying to figure out where on earth I click done. It's not making it quite very clear. Can't even show you like private stuff. I'm lost. Patrons get confusing me. I don't know what to click. Preview or save changes is greyed out. Pretty sure that setting is now. Yeah, well, I think on default it said it's unticked anyway. So you can't even click it by accident. Oh my goodness, why is this so hard? Set your credit details. I've saved it. It won't let me press launch. It's greyed out. And I'm not sure what I haven't done to make it stay greyed out, because I've looked through multiple times and the necessary required things are actually filled in. What are we talking about? Well, what I'm doing it right now, I'm not actually showing it on screen, folks, because this is the end of the this is me finishing my account details on my Patreon page, so I'm not showing that for obvious reasons. And I've filled in all the required information. Like, I've looked through it very thoroughly, and it's still greyed out. It's like it's not letting me launch the page even though I've filled everything in. I'm gonna Google this. The only thing I haven't added is a business address, which obviously I'm not going to put in. I might have to refresh this page and do it again. Okay, I think I know what it is. It's the brand colour, that's the problem. They don't like it. it's not dark enough. I'm just going to put a random colour for now. Because trying to find the perfect hex colour is just going to take too much time. So that's it. It was just the colour that was the problem. I realised that from refreshing the page and not putting the colour that time. What a soothing music. Yeah, there's a good playlist I've got. Which is awesome. They will want that. But yeah, they haven't actually asked for that. They have put obviously they've said add your address on here, but this is for the purpose of displaying it on the public page, which obviously I'm not going to do. I'm sure they're going to ask for my address and those kind of details, but it'll probably be once there's some revenue already there, I assume, maybe. Anyway, how you doing anyway, Azrael? Hope you're good. Hi Van, how are things? Oh wow, it's here. Here we go, guys. I'm going to get it up now. It's going to look very plain at the moment for a while. Let me just take it off for a sec. Make sure there's nothing here that you shouldn't be seeing. Cool. Here it is then. Rose Rainblood is creating Raindrop Chronicles, a lore-rich episodic 2D RPG. So, at the moment it's pretty plain. There's going to be a fancy piece of cover art, a banner that's going to be put here Thursday, which I'll be revealing to you all. Are you excited? So it's going to look pretty boring until then. The about page there's nothing in that yet either, because I want to spend some time really filling that out. But where is the tier section? That is what I want to do with you guys now. Tiers, here it is. Here we go, we're here. Sorry, couldn't be here early, been on work, cause no worries, Van. You haven't missed tons, it's just been like a sort of Patreon dedicated stream, and it's all just been about setting up the page and talking about tiers and that kind of thing. Mind your own business, I like that one too. Am I working full time on this game? I can't remember if I answered that question, Sangi. I am. So yes, it's the sacrifice of being a starving creative to work on my dreams. It's that kind of situation. So yeah, I'm very grateful that I can do this. And I'm able to sort of have somewhere to live while doing this. Alright, so tier title. You were busy writing away, but check your chat for my previous message. Oh, was I? Let's have a look. Don't forget we've got the RPG Maker Colo episode still to come, so fingers crossed for the influx of subs. We spoke about your YouTube channel also. Oh, that's so awesome, Holder. Yeah, I remember you mentioning that. Just give me a shout when you do that, because I'm going to be very interested in having an ISA, that's for sure. I'll be wanting to look. And I'm sorry I missed your message. It did slip my eyes, as chat sometimes does, especially when I get in focus mode. But yes, thanks so much for the visibility, Holder. I appreciate that. Sharing the project with your friends and peeps, always helps. Especially when platforms like Twitch and YouTube can make it, and Twitter can make it quite difficult sometimes to sort of get it out there, but I'll still try. So tier title, and where's the link to the Patreon? I can at least follow it. Oh yes, okay folks, I should be sharing this with you guys right now, in all honesty. So how on earth do I get to my own page? I'm a noob with Patreon. View your public page, here we go. Here it is. So it should be, it's pretty easy to remember folks, it's going to be the same as all the others. Patreon.com/RaindropRPG. I'm naming everything with the same URL because that's what it is on the social medias, and that's what the new YouTube custom URL will be as well when it gets renamed, with the new fancy banner and avatar and name and stuffs. Alright, so yes, you can follow the page as well, which is great. So even if you cannot be a patron at this time, feel free to follow or share. This like I said, it's going to look pretty plain at the moment, but it's going to get filled out soon. Alright folks, I've got a notification. I kind of want to have a peek at that. I sort of saw it a little bit, but not properly. I'm going to look soon now. I'm going to add these tiers, folks. I'm going to do that now. So I already did write out the tiers in a doc. So we're not going to go absurd with this. We're just going to have 3 just to do a summary, go over a summary of what we've got here. 3 tiers. The middle one is the Twitch replacement sub with the £5 thing, and this will be the one that gives you all the perks. The other 2 really are simply for people. The first one, people who perhaps can't, it's not as affordable, the £5 per month, but still want to sort of give a bit and contribute, and they will still get the Patreon role in Discord. And the tier 3 one is for those that actually want to give that bit extra, so it's simply, that optional choice for those folks that either they want to give more than the £5 or less. So we're going to get those in now. It's pretty simple, which I like. It's not going to get too crazy when you have too many tiers and too many rewards. It'll end up overtaking the actual game development. But this Patreon page will get regular updates in the Patreon feed and things like that, and it's all the patrons that will be able to see that. It's all early access, so they'll see it first before anything is revealed on the YouTube vlogs or on social media. So let's get it all in. I'm hyped. So tier title, I've already got everything out, so it's just a copy and paste job now. You could also pledge. It shows the £5 tier already, just doesn't say anything. It's already there, Asriel. That's awesome. Thank you for saying that, Asriel. I never even knew. I've got hope that it won't ruin it when I finally fill this in. A notification say, wonder what that could be. I wonder. We'll be looking before the stream ends, that's for sure. The episode's already been recorded yet. It's got Jason Perry on it, who creates the Time Fantasy resources, so it should be a popular episode. Oh wow. Any idea when the release of the episode is, Holder, or haven't you got a date yet? Looking back to why we're finally moving forward and reclaiming our lives, so I'm positive. Awesome. Hugs to Kung. Gonna head off, so take care, Rose. I'll try to tune in before you leave Twitch and try to watch on YouTube after. Take care. Thank you, Luna. Thank you so much for support. Super appreciate it. Right, so I'm going to put in official Patreon for this one. This is the £2. We recommend pricing your lowest tier at £3. Why is that, I wonder? Because I've seen many patrons price at $2 for their lowest. People actually did price at $1 or £1 at one point, but because of the tax and the cut, it got recommended to at least have the lowest be £2. Otherwise, I'd have had it as just $1, in all honesty, folks. But I don't want to have it too high because I really want that option for folks who it's not affordable for but still want to support. So I don't know, I'm confused about this because many people have it as £2. I've researched a lot and looked through a lot. Okay, I'll leave it as that anyway, unless it really is recommended, but I'm going to trust what other creators have done and keep it as that. Tier image, right, so the one we're going to have for this one is going to be Carol Barrel. Is that too big? Well, I think that might be fun, we'll say. We're going to use the Carol, Marilyn Woody emojis for the tiers. I thought it made sense because there's 3 emojis and 3 tiers. So, look update. Is that awesome, Holder? Thank you. Glad it's going well. I'll get good eventually. I'm just moving steadily in that direction. Yeah, you do deserve the best because you're good peoples. Okay, so tier description is the tier for those who want to contribute a little bit just to help support the journey. Every tiny bit helps. You must have at least one benefit in your tier save if your tier is donation based. Advanced. Nope. Enable access to your server and to add Discord roles to your benefits. Yeah, because that is what you'll be getting on this one, the Discord role. That's the perk for this sub. So, add benefit, browse recommended benefits. I'm a noob at this patron stuff. I'm like, what's going on? What's this? Discord role is what I'm looking for. I mean, do I even have to fill this in? I don't even know if it's relevant. Or do you have to? You must have it. Yeah, you do have to have one then. So I have to. Anyone a patron pro in chat? I'm looking for the Discord role. Unless I just put other down. Community? I mean, does it matter? Is it important to get the right one? Discord is further down, yeah. I can't see it on this list, but I know there's a way to link it, which is awesome. Discord role, Discord patron. Is it? It's just patron, isn't it? That's the name of what you are. I always thought it was Patreon, but how do others do it? Let's look at some friendos. Mia has Patreon, doesn't she? Yeah, Patreon backer. Yeah, I'm thinking, should we call it patron or Patreon, the role? Because the website itself is called Patreon, but the actual name is patron apparently. So I'm being indecisive, mate. This affects the taxes your patrons pay. That's no good. I don't like this. Confused. I'm honestly very confused. So I'm going to cancel it. But it says you must have at least one benefit in each year. So it seems like we have to connect to Discord. Anyway, let's connect. Raindrop Chronicles. Continue. Authorize. It's a lot more confusing than I thought it'd be. Thank you, bot, for the bitties. Thank you, the bot, the Twitch bot. Don't know what Twitch coil bot is, but it's pretty cool how it gives you bits. I think it's to connect to Discord button. Tuesday the 6th of August, hypo. Yes, things will be set up by then. So, yay, hypo. Awesome holder. Right, so it connected to Discord now. Give patrons access to selected Discord roles. Yes. Cool. I'm still very confused by this. You keep clicking them as I type. If I press, no, it won't even let me save the tier, so I have to do it. Anyway, we'll get in this bit, because this is the bullet point thing. There we go. Has that changed the font? There we go. Right, so it's forcing us to do this. So you can edit everything about this benefit. Add this benefit to indicate that some is purely monetary support. To ensure patrons pay the correct amount of sales tax for their pledge where applicable. Might just have to select a custom benefit and say Discord so they just see a box. Yeah, so I'm thinking that and just put other required. You must, oh wow, this is mad. It makes me not really think I've got to be careful which one I pick, because it affects the taxes and everything. And it's also detailed as well. Like, you can't see the drop down menu, folks, but it's so like, I know, that would be awful. I mean, by saying community, maybe that's the relevant one. Discord roll. You must have at least one benefit. Okay, so that has worked. I'm just very, very like what's going on about that bit, personally. I'm sure this benefit meets the guidelines, I'd say so. It's only a Discord role. Oh. It's deleted the tier. Oh my goodness. I accidentally clicked off, didn't I, to look at the terms and conditions, and then it deleted everything I put in. Gotta do it all again. Rather than paying the tax, the Patreon user will, and it'll be added to their amount. Whereas change it on the £5 one, it should reflect any price change on the pledge page straight away, so I can tell you. Alright, I'll go there. There's a lot more to fill in with the £5 one and a lot more benefits to add, but we'll definitely get it done before the end of stream. But maybe we should do that one first. If we get, oh, okay. It's asking us to add the role now. We need to actually make the role. Roles. If I'd have known it was this, oh, it's already there. If I'd have known it was this, like, confusing, I probably would have done it off stream. I thought it would be easy. But I wanted to do it on stream because I thought it'd be fun to, you know, celebrate having the page. But it's like very confusing and requires quite a bit of research, actually. I'm going to just keep it a boring grey for now, but obviously I'm going to change the colour. And we'll show you off. So now that's there, we can. I don't think it's there. The Patreon role hasn't shown up. I can't see it anyway. What was that? What you were looking at? I'm not sure. I'm honestly confused with what I'm looking at as well. I'm already on that one, so I can tell you if it changes what they say. I owe you. Awesome. I'm hoping that it doesn't mess things up. It'd be nice if it didn't at all. But for some reason it's not letting us add the Patreon role, so I know what to do. Let's just see if we can save this, and then I'll move to the £5 one. I guess I didn't realise it would be so rigid on the benefits. I thought it would be as easy as us just typing them in and that was it. What's in the ad roll? Right, so when I click that, obviously on stream, the drop down menu doesn't show up for you guys because I'm on window capture, not display mode, for privacy reasons, so I don't get every single pop-up of emails that I get, and then you'll all know everything about me. So I don't show a lot of pop-ups, so you can't actually see. I'm clicking on it right now, the ad roll, and all my Discord roles are showing up there in my Discord. All of them are there, apart from the Patreon one. I think it needs to be refreshed. So I'm gonna have to save it and then look again to see if it's there. But unfortunately, that means we've got to add a benefit. I'm thinking, is general support the one we want? Because this is very confusing, whatever this means. But I'm assuming it means that this won't affect sales tax like this one will. If that's the case, I want to go for that one. If that means it's not going to mess things up. I'm going to see if what comes up. Patron recognition, I guess that would be it if it's a Discord role. See, the thing with that one is that it didn't come up with a notification saying, oh, this will affect the sales tax. So I'm assuming that's what I was doing wrong before. But now I've done it that way, it seems like it's absolutely fine, so fingers crossed. So that's great. So it will let us save now, brilliant. I'm going to save the tier and then see if it's reflect fresh, this drop down menu for ad rolls. Whoa, Carol's massive. Didn't realise they made the picture that big. Okay, edit tier, let's see. Advanced. It's still not there. How strange. Because like it is there in the Discord. I checked. It's there. Roles. Patreon. It even says there's someone who is a Patreon. This role is managed by an integration Patreon. It can be manually assigned to members. Yeah, it says... Oh, it's just Patreon bot, that's remember. It seems that was automatic. If that's the case, does that mean it will automatically add them itself, and I don't need to put the drop down menu? Maybe that's the case. Maybe that's just for custom extra Discord roles. I mean, I'll look into it and say saved here. Obviously, maybe there's more I have to do there, and if so, I will go back and fix it. I'll look into that off stream if it turns out. Might need time to think, yeah. We can experiment payments are not coming off till the 1st of August. I would think so, since the bot is there. Yeah, we'll give it time. I'll have my dinner and things, and I'll see if it's worked, and if not, I'll mess around with it. But let's add the next tier. Did you say the £5 tier was already there automatically? Let me refresh the page. Because it doesn't show up here. Why isn't it letting me look at my actual page? Because this isn't it. Let me look. I'm in incognito looking. That's it. I can see it now. Right, so I've refreshed the page, and it's showing the tier, the first tier, the £2 tier. So the I take it the £5 one was there before, but now it's been deleted. Maybe. Hopefully that's not screwed things up. But I'll add it right now. I'm really, really hoping it's not screwed things up, because I've done nothing. I've not even deleted that £5 tier one. Home. Where's the tiers section? I found the tiers section really easily earlier, and now I can't find it. This is what I'm bad when I'm new to something. Once I know, I'm absolutely fine, but wow, when I'm trying to get used to something, I'm like, what's going on? What's this? That's why I stopped playing video games on Twitch, because when I was playing a game blind, it was embarrassing because I never knew what I was doing. Let me check my membership. Awesome, Adria, that'd be great. I really want to see the tiers. I want to see them all. It's not letting me see now for some reason. I'm on. It's saying make your first post as next step, but I want to finish the tiers. But I can't find it anywhere on here. Tiers. New post, settings, messages. I'll admit I'm being a bit hesitant about where I'm clicking, because I don't want any private stuff coming up. So this is bizarre. This dashboard is, I have to say. I'm like, where's the tiers? I was on them fine before. Oh my goodness. It's still there. See Discord. Awesome. £5. But awesome. Okay. That's good. Hopefully it syncs you. When we get the perks in for the £5 tier one, we'll make them. Obviously, if there's any problems, just let me know, Asri. I'll just write in the Discord and say if there is any issues, and I'll try my best to fix them. Thank you so much, by the way, for being the first Patreon. Need to get some hype in chat. Appreciate the support. And it should come up, it should actually say Patreons and have you there. Maybe it needs to sync. I'll keep checking though until it gets up. Oh, we're here and we're on the tier bit. We're actually here. Add tier. So this title is the All Access Patreon. Oops, wrong one. On the copy and paste thing. And that'll be the 5. This one is gonna be, we're gonna use good old Meryl. She's winking because there's lots of secrets with being this tier 2 Patreon, so giving a winky face to you all. Actually, we just copied a lot of it. Awesomes, that's all in. All previous tier rewards, yeah, included with the one other tier. Yeah, that's right. So just 3 other things. You will unlock the general support. Okay, so is it the behind the scenes content or is it early access, this one, or bonus? Because it's all of them. Put behind the scenes content. What? Oh, I kept it as general support. I was meant to rename it. Because it's confusing when when it includes a few things. Because this perk is actually early access, behind the scenes and bonus content. So I'm gonna call it though. I'll just. Behind the scenes sneak peeks. Early access sneak peeks. You will have access to all playable builds as they are released with the option to become a tester. Also cool. So that one would be, oops, no, not that one. You're not clicking that one ever again. General support. So demos, playable builds, digital downloads. That would be it, right? I hope that's the right one. I like to say the right thing. The OVA, he did. It's everyone can see that I've got a Patreon now. Yeah, it's got to be the digital for a demo, right? So add benefit. Oh no, I've still called it general support. I keep saying playable builds. Access to playable builds. I might rename some of these. Because I get indecisive about how things are named, so I might change some of these. If I get like that. And the other one is you will see your name in the credits at the end of my YouTube dev diaries each month. So that will be general support, and that would be I mean, exclusive posts and updates could have been the behind the scenes as well. Patron recognition, I'd assume, for that as well. Name at the end of YouTube. Dev Diaries. Okay, so that is it, and then it's including the Patreon Discord tier thing. Cool. Hello, Meryl. Now, how does it look on the incognito? Because I've got this up in incognito as well, so I can see how it looks. If anyone else wants to see, I'm gonna pop it in chat for you folks. There's one more tier I'm adding, so don't go anywhere, because you'll miss the thing that we're gonna have as the tier image for this. It is none other than Woodygasm. BRB need to feed some animals. Ah, awesome. I want to know which animals these are. Alright, so this last one is the... Oh, I didn't put the name for that one. It is VIP Patreon. No, that's the name of it. So the VIP Patreon is simply for people who just really want to give me extra support. If you spare pennies in a month, you know, in case, because there's sometimes people who've said to me that I mean, on Twitch you have the £5 sub, which is great, but there's the extras like the bits and things like that, where people can give more, and PayPal donations and gift subs, and this is sort of like the alternative to that, I guess. And the copy that, and yep, that will include everything else with and I don't think there's any of this. Nope. Another one, which is the shout out, so that's literally very similar to that one, except you get a thanks out loud by me. Yeah, okay, so that's very basic at the moment. I might go in and just check all these through after, and if I find I've categorized something as wrong, then I'll go back and change it. So there they all are. Awesome, folks. The Patreon is right there in chat for you. And this is going to take a bit of time to get looking pretty, that's for sure. It's not going to win any hearts over just yet, that's for sure. So I appreciate anyone who's already clicked that button. Where's Woody? Have I saved it? Preview. How do I view the public page? Is the woody tear showing up for folks? Because it isn't for me on my incognito, but it is on here. All three shine after it. Yeah, maybe my, you know, my cache needs refreshing or something. Maybe that's what it is. I'll check again. I'm gonna just, yeah, I'll just refresh it. Clear. I have found in the past when I'm on incognito and try and refresh them, it is the old version. But if it's working for you, Asriel, I'll trust that it's all fine. If all three are showing up, and it is for Van, awesome, folks, that's great. I'll trust that my browser is just a bit, you know, needs a refresh. Awesome, folks. So there you go. Have a look. Keep an eye out if you can't, you know, if you can't support in regards to the Patreon, feel free to click the follow button, folks, and you know, maybe that will still keep you updated on things. I don't know how the follow button works on Patreon because I'm a bit of a noob. I'm going to do a bit of research. I'm going to turn into a Patreon geek. We'll see how that goes. And thank you, big thanks to Asriel for being in so early, and I appreciate that support because I haven't even made the page pretty yet. I haven't even advertised it. It will probably get advertised at the end of the week once it's all looking snazzy and stuff. Hit the follow button. Awesome, thank you, Van. I appreciate it. Well, we did what we needed to today, which was to get the Patreon page up and running. Thursday's stream, the last stream 260, oh my goodness. It's going to be a discussion stream. We're probably going to just hang out together, talk about things, questions, answers, rambles, talking about the game and everything, basically. It's just going to be a talking stream. I wanted to have a bit of a talking stream today. I wanted to have a little look at our articles and talk about a bit of lore and story stuff, but turns out we've not had much time. But just so you know, I have popped some new things on the Lore Bible. It'll go white. If there's something new posted, you'll see it because it'll go white. The channel will. And feel free to have a nosy if you're interested in that side of things. I'll be continuing to post often in the Discord. That's our community place. Anyone can get involved in that. It's not really part of the Patreon apart from the Discord role. You can... I did write something in this one. I rambled forever about this. There was one thing I was wondering about the having Car at the end of the other legends' names, even if they're in the Age of the First Men period. I later realised, looking at the history of the world, that anything before the Age of Fading Stars, I guess you could see as they called themselves Ka and Sa from that point. But from this age onwards, when it's the zero, the AD time period, I guess, after the era of legends, I guess that's the point when things are no longer the same anymore. People started calling themselves Bob. Elves called themselves Bob from that point on, and Fae and the Beast Race. Who knows? That's what I'm thinking, because we needed to sort of decide when, here it is, when in time those last names of Sardar, Ka and Ra that all the people of the old ages had, when they did stop calling themselves that, when that point in time was, when they stopped and just had single names. And I'm assuming a good point would be after the Age of Kings. Once it hits 0 on that timeline, which is, if we go down, it's got all the years here, and it starts at 0 at this point. The very beginning of the Age of Aden starts. And that's generally when people thought the world changed and started changing. The era of remnants begins. The era of legends is gone. So maybe. Okay, so it's fine, you know, I'll always support. I'll let you know when Discord finally syncs. I changed my tier up and nothing. So, thank you so much, Azriel. Appreciate that tons. It means the world. And that means you'll be getting a shout out in the next month video. Anyone that does that gets the extra special shout out. Alright, folks, so I'm going to put the stream to a close today. I've got something on my lip. I'll be back on Thursday. It's going to be a hype stream with a reveal, a new banner to show off. Hope you're ready, because that's going to be a real surprise for everyone. I'm not even joking when I'm hyping this up. So be here to see it. It's going to be fun, and that will be put in the banner for most of the socials and pages, so it really truly gets shown off like it should. So it's going to make our game look even more awesome and eye-catching when that's up. And what did you just say? Walked in. Oh, I see you put in a bit of history. Yeah, I've added the just a summary of the history of the world article under history. More will go here eventually when we really thoroughly start writing articles on each of the ages. But for now, we've just got the timeline link, and it's got all that because I realised after we needed to add that, so I quickly did that this morning. But I've got to head off for my dinner now, but I will probably write a little bit in here later about the law that was on my mind, so it'll go in the Discord anyway. If you want to look at the VOD, feel free to, because I did have a bit of a ramble for a few minutes, but anything I've said will go in the Discord, so you guys can see it too. Have a good dinner. Yay, thanks for the stream. Yay. Okay, everyone, keep an eye on that. Bookmark the Patreon page, follow. You'll get to see it looking pretty as the week goes on. More info will be added there. It's pretty basic right now. Thanks for hanging out and seeing me struggle as I was trying to get used to Patreon. I'm glad we did it and there wasn't really any issues. And I'll see you on Thursday, everybody. If you need me for anything, yeah, sure, I will, Van. And thank you, Holder, and appreciate the kind words you've spread to the community about Raindrop Chronicles. Holder and Azriel, thanks again for the Patreon. Van, thanks for being awesome. I hope you're going to be here on Thursday, because you'll definitely want to see it. The showing off of what I'm going to be showing everyone. Thanks for streaming. Awesome, everybody. Take care. Hope you have an awesome couple of days. See you in a couple of days, everyone. I'm hungry and ready for my dinner. Take care, everyone. Have an awesome night.